I'm Kate from Ripple Podiatry. We're doing a mini series on some common questions we get asked in clinic. This video is why I keep rolling my ankles. So when a patient comes in and they would describe themselves as having weak ankles, or they roll their left, their right, both at the same time, then I'm thinking your ankles aren't your problem. It's how your body's using your ankles. So as an example, I'll use my wrist. You're walking and you step into a hole and your ankle starts to go out of alignment. You've got ligaments and nerves that when you get into an unsafe range, they kick in this muscle to help realign it and stop you from rolling, and you keep walking along. When your body doesn't have that response, that's when you are into that unsafe range and you've actually already done the damage before your body even knows what's hit it. So when we're looking at trying to prevent this, strengthening isn't really going to help because it's a neuro response. You can have a strong muscle, but if it's delayed or it's not kicking in, it's not very helpful. So we have to look at a few different perspectives. So as a rehabilitation podiatrist, I want to look at how your nerve is recruiting your muscle, therefore how your brain is talking to your body. Is it talking to it quick enough and recruiting it quick enough that it's actually going to stop you as you're going into that unsafe range, opposed to you've already hurt yourself? So what is that nerve telling the muscle? Second thing is, can it have other options? The more options we have, the more adaptable we are to different situations. So if I'm sitting in a hole and this muscle can't be recruited, what other muscles are available to my brain to wake up and use to help save my ankle from being hurt? Is my muscles actually taking on the strength that I'm trying to give them? And why can't my daily life keep them strong? Might be how you're using your ankle. If you're doing a lot of rotation when you're walking, you're not actually in a range where those muscles can work. And so do we need to help work on your alignment by recruiting more of those stabilizing muscles from a different aspect, so that as you're walking in a safe way to begin with? And then the final thing is, if your joints are more flexible than the average person, so you've got hypermobility, and in that, what type of hypermobility you have, having really good neural or nerve connections between your brain and your muscles are really important. And this needs to be trained and taught to work in an important sequence, so that you're working from big muscles to little muscles. Your hips have to stabilize you before your ankle can. If you're relying on these little muscles and little nerves and little joints to do the work that big muscles are supposed to do, you're never going to be stable. So in our clinic, generally when people come in complaining about weak ankles or rolling ankles, we've got to have a look at a few different aspects, and you've got to train the body to be stable and not roll, opposed to just strengthen and release tight or weak muscles. So I hope that answered your question. I'm Kate from Ripple Podiatry, and I'll see you next time.